What's the first piece of advice you hear when you decide to build wealth? You need to learn how to pick the best stocks. You need to earn a higher income. You need to find the next big thing. Our focus is almost always on the glamorous side of finance, returns and income. But what if the single most powerful tool for building wealth has nothing to do with your salary or your stock-picking skills? What if it's something simpler, something quieter, something you have almost complete control over, starting today? Today, we're going to dive deep into one of the most overlooked yet crucial concepts from The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel, the psychology of your savings rate. And we're going to argue that it is a more potent and reliable wealth-building tool than your income or your investment returns will ever be. First, let's redefine what saving is. We are taught to think of saving as a chore. It's the broccoli of personal finance. We know it's good for us, but it's not exciting. It's what's left over after the fun of spending. We're also taught to save for something specific, a down payment, a new car, a vacation. This framing makes saving feel like a temporary restriction, a sacrifice you make now to consume something later. But this understanding is incomplete and, frankly, not very motivating. Housel proposes a more powerful way to think about it. He argues that your savings rate is the most direct and controllable lever in your financial life. Consider this simple math. Building wealth has two components: how much you have and how much it grows. The growth part, your investment returns, is filled with uncertainty. You can't control what the stock market will do next year. But how much you have to invest in the first place? That is largely determined by what you don't spend, and that is something you control. A person with a moderate income but a high savings rate can end up far wealthier than a person with a high income and a low savings rate. A high-income doctor who spends every dollar they make to maintain a lavish lifestyle is not building wealth, they are just living an expensive life. A teacher with a modest salary who manages to consistently save 20% of their income is actively building a fortune, slowly and quietly. This leads us to a revolutionary idea. One of the best reasons to save is for no specific reason at all. This sounds paradoxical. Why would you save if not for a specific goal? Because saving for a specific purchase, like a new car, means that money is already spent. It's just delayed consumption. The money has a job, and that job is to eventually be traded for a thing. But saving for the sake of saving for a future that is inherently unpredictable is different. This kind of saving is not earmarked for consumption. It is earmarked for options, for flexibility, for freedom. This is the true power of cash in the bank that doesn't have a name on it. It's a form of wealth that gives you control over your time and your life. It's the money that allows you to take advantage of unexpected opportunities. Your dream job opens up in another city. Your savings give you the flexibility to move. A market crash creates a once-in-a-decade buying opportunity. Your savings allow you to be greedy when others are fearful. More importantly, it's a powerful defense against life's inevitable dramas. You lose your job, a medical emergency strikes. Your savings create a buffer between you and a world of high-interest debt and devastating stress. They provide a margin of safety. This kind of wealth isn't about buying more things. It's about buying your independence. So, what is the psychology behind a person who can maintain a high savings rate? It comes down to two crucial mental shifts. First, you must detach your spending from your income. As most people earn more money, their lifestyle expands to meet their new income. This is called lifestyle creep. It's the reason why so many people feel broke no matter how much their salary increases. The only way to have a high savings rate is to consciously keep your lifestyle the same, or increase it only slightly, as your income grows. Every raise you get is an opportunity to dramatically increase your savings rate and buy your future freedom faster. Second, you must detach your spending from your ego. This is the deeper, more difficult work. A high savings rate is often the quiet result of humility. It's the understanding that you don't need to signal your status to others. It's the realization that true wealth is what you do and see it as the money you do and spend on the car, the watch, or the house upgrade. A high savings rate is the direct, physical act of creating that powerful, invisible wealth. It's a choice to value your own security over other people's perception of you. How can you start building this muscle and increasing your savings rate without feeling deprived? First, automate everything. The pay yourself first method is timeless for a reason. Set up an automatic transfer from your checking account to your savings and investment accounts for the day after you get paid. This way, the money is gone before you even have a chance to miss it. It removes the need for daily willpower, which is a finite resource. Second, focus on the big wins. Many people get bogged down in the minutiae of cutting out small pleasures, like a daily coffee. While every bit helps, the psychological toll of constant deprivation can be high. Instead, focus your energy on the three biggest expenses: housing, transportation, and food. A significant saving in one of these areas, like driving your car for a few more years, learning to cook more meals at home, or choosing a more modest home, is more impactful than 100 small sacrifices. And third, reframe the act itself. Every dollar you save is not a dollar you are giving up. It is a dollar you are using to buy your own freedom. You are trading a meaningless purchase today for control over your time tomorrow. When you see saving not as a sacrifice, but as an act of empowerment, your entire emotional relationship with it changes. Stop thinking of saving as the boring, leftover part of your financial life. See it for what it truly is: the most powerful, controllable, and direct tool you have for building the life you want. You cannot control next year's stock market returns. You cannot always control your income. But you can, starting today, control your savings rate, and that is where your real power lies.